That's good stuff there. I've been waiting on this one.
Don't burn your finger.
I'm not.
Holly, you not. The pan is hot, sir.
No, that. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Damn it.
You still recording me?
Yes.
Hey.
Maegan again. So I know you're probably like, okay, it's in the middle of the week, it ain't Sunday, what's going on? So after I got through doing meal prep Sunday, Drew was like, we ain't got nothing sweet in the house. So I was like, no, we don't. He's like, so you gonna make some more cinnamon rolls? What? Because I ain't made nothing in about
2 weeks.
It's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Almost a month. Anyway.
A minute.
So, and then when I did do it, make them, I posted them on Instagram and Facebook, and everybody was like, where the video at? So, since we're making some, thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how to do it. I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I believe that's 1/4 of a cup of sugar. A teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 egg that's at room temperature, 1/4 of a cup of butter that's been melted, 3/4 of a cup of milk, whole milk, and I have 1/4 of a cup of hot water. You'll need the hot water to make the yeast. So, and you can get the packs of yeast, but I have the big container of yeast that I keep in the freezer so that it doesn't go bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the yeast started. So to that,
sorry about that.
Yeah, he broke my container that it was in. So to that, I'm gonna add about the 1/4 of a cup of water. Like I said, it's hot water, not like boiling hot water, but you can get it out of the faucet hot water. So you're gonna add like, let's do the sugar. So it's gonna be like a teaspoon of sugar because the yeast needs something to feed off of. And you're gonna add 2 teaspoons of yeast. If you use the pack, then it's just 1 pack. I already smell it. So let that sit for about 5 minutes until it starts to activate.
Is it smelling like that?
Yeah.
I never smelled it before.
Yep. So I'm gonna sit that back there. Let's get into making the actual dough. So for the dough, don't need that yet.
I'm the helper. I'm trying to help.
I understand, but I don't need it yet.
Am I getting in your way?
Not yet.
Do I just need to hold the camera?
Yes, hold the camera. So have the blender with the dough hook, or you can, if you don't have a blender, then you can use just your hand and a spoon. It's gonna take a minute, but it'll get the job done too. I'm gonna add my milk first. And then I'm gonna go in with the butter. Some people use unsalted. I prefer salted butter, but I think it really just boils down to what your preference is. And then you guys know how I do with my eggs. So I have 1 egg. And I'm gonna blend this. So while that's going, I'm gonna add in the vanilla. And the sugar. Go ahead and crank that up a little more. Alright, so while that's getting there, I'm gonna add in the dry ingredients. So like I said, it's 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we have a teaspoon of salt. Okay. So now that, see how the yeast is all poofy? That means it's ready. So it's foamed up and it's ready to go. If it doesn't foam up, that means it's not ready and you need to start over. Basically. Alright, so turn this back on low. I'm going to add in the yeast. So now we're going to add in a little bit of flour at a time. Start off on low because you don't want a face full of flour. Okay, so now that's done. You want to take your bowl, or a bowl, and grease it with any type of unflavored oil. It can be butter, well, preferably not butter, but some type of vegetable oil. In my way.
Just throw the hand in there.
Yeah. Alright, so you just want to make sure that it's greased so that it doesn't stick. You're going to take your surface, sprinkle a little bit of flour. Remove the dough. And
ooh, look at that big ball.
alright, so you just want to
smack it. Smack it. Dust came from it.
Oh God. I'm not kneading it, but just trying to
It's funny, okay.
make sure that it's all together
Smack it.
and smooth. Alright, so now to this, that greased bowl, I'm gonna take it and rub it around. Make sure that it's covered. If you need some more, you want to make sure that it doesn't stick. Okay, so to this, you're just going to take your saran wrap, plastic wrap, and and cover it.
There you go.
Got it covered. You're gonna sit this somewhere nice and warm so that the dough can rise for 2 hours. Alright guys, so it's been about 2 hours. Our dough has doubled in size, as you can see. So now we're gonna unwrap it. Save your wrap because you're gonna need it later. And so now you just wanna turn that around. Just punch the air out of the dough like that. And so now you just sit it to the side because we need to make our filling. So for the filling, you need 1/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, and 1½ tablespoons of cinnamon. You also need, what is it? 1/3 of a cup of softened butter. I'm gonna say 1/2 a stick because that's what I had left over from that. So that's what we're gonna use.
From where?
From there.
From there. Oh.
Don't start with me. Alright, so let's go ahead and mix in
Brown sugar.
this brown sugar and
What's the difference?
honestly I don't know. Besides the color.
Ah.
And you mix in your cinnamon. It doesn't have to be smooth because it's all just gonna go inside your dough anyway, so you're good. Oh, for this also you're gonna need a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, or if you're not making a lot, then you can, you know, use your better judgment as far as what pan you're gonna use. But this particular dough is gonna make about 16 cinnamon rolls, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take it out. Ooh, hold on. Need to flour your surface. I have my little mat there, but all right. Get that.
I knew you were gonna move it out the way.
It's in my way. All right, so let's just kind of knead it for just a little bit, not much. So we're good. All right, let's get your rolling pin. Flour it up, although this is a non-stick one, but just to be on the safe side. All right, and you can use your baking dish for measuring purposes. So, this said you want to keep your dough in as much of a rectangle shape as possible. That way, it'll be easier to roll. So like I said, you can use your kind of gauge it. That's well enough. Alright, so at this point, you're going to take your butter, which should be softened, and you're going to smooth it all over your dough. Okay. Another trick, if you don't have Baker's Joy or some type of non-stick spray, take your butter paper and use it to grease your baking dish.
Well, look at that. I'm impressed on that one. I must say so.
Make sure you get in all the corners and up against the walls and
I'm impressed on that one.
all of that. There you go.
Well, look at that.
Alright.
I was wondering how you're going to do that.
I was going to spray it with that, but anyway. So, now that that's done. So, you're going to take your sugar mixture. You're just going to sprinkle it all over. You don't need a slotted spoon like the one I have. It's just easier to kind of dust it. You want to try to make sure it's somewhat even. Okay, so now that's done. So now is the rolling part. So either you can go from the short side to here, or you can come from the furthest and roll to you. It's really up to you. So let's roll from the long way this way. So you just take it, you want to get it as tight as possible. So you're rolling and tucking. Roll and tuck. So roll and tuck. Okay. At the end, you want to take water and just go along the bottom. This is going to help seal it. Okay. Again. Roll and tuck. Alright. So now I'm gonna scoop it all in. Like I said, this one will make about 16 pieces. So what I like to do, cut it in half first. Okay, now you cut each half in half. So as you make a slice here, make a slice here. Then you take that half it again until you run out of space. So cut this half. Okay, so at this point you want to take your saran wrap and re-wrap the pan and leave it in a a warm spot so that it can rise again, this time for about another hour and a half. And then after that, we're gonna brush the top with some melted butter, put them bad boys in the oven, and then you'll be ready to eat. Alright guys, so now we're on our final step. Well, next to the final step, because we got to make the glaze to go on it. Long process, I know. Alright, so our cinnamon rolls have been rising for the second time for an hour and 30 minutes, almost an hour and 30 minutes. So again, they've doubled in size. Oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I've taken about 1/3 of a cup of butter, or half much butter. You just needed to brush the top, and it's melted, of course. Alright, so it's gonna go in the oven for 30 minutes, and in about 15 to 20 minutes I'll be back so that we can make the glaze, so that we can put that on as soon as they come out of the oven. Alright guys, be back. Alright guys, so our cinnamon rolls are just come out of the oven. Been in the oven for 30 minutes. They were baking on 350. So now it's time to make the glaze real quick. So the glaze will consist of 1 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3 to 4 tablespoons of warm milk. You'll need about 1/4 cup of room temperature cream cheese and a tablespoon of butter. So you can do this in your in a bowl with a whisk, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in. So we'll start off with our cream cheese and butter. Get that going. To that, I'm gonna go ahead and add in our vanilla. Slow this down. Add in our powdered sugar. All of the powdered sugar is in there. Turn it up. Starts to get kind of crumbly. So at this point you want to take your milk and just add a little at a time until it starts to come together. There you go. Right. So now, of course, scrape everything down the sides. And just give it a good stir with your spatula. Alright, now so I just switched to a spoon. Because I want to make sure that I get enough on each one before I go just lathering it all on. Alright. Get out of there. About to let them cool and then they can go in the fridge.
No. I can taste test this. we can taste test this one of these.
You about to get a paper plate.
Yeah, pat me on a paper plate. You sure can. Don't even matter. I just yank it out for you. Let me help you out.
No, you ain't getting that. Get. Which one? You
give me that one.
This one right
Yeah,
here?
you give me that one. You give me a comb. I'll take the end piece.
How we doing?
We're doing good.
Good?
Yeah, it's really good. It ain't dry. It's moist. Yeah, this is really good. I think I'm going for another piece. Guys, you definitely should try this. Man,
get the cream at the corner. I think we got a winner here.
Yeah, I'm going for another piece though.
Okay.
But you guys definitely should try it. Hopefully you enjoy our special edition bacon meal prep. I guess that's what you call it. Please be sure to give us those big thumbs up, subscribe, and have a good day, guys.
You forgot, share this video on all of your social media however you see fit.
I ain't forget it. I'm just trying to get back to my cinnamon roll. Just share your video, share this video on all your social medias however you see fit. Later, guys.
Good night, y'all. Hey family, thanks for watching.
Please be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Also, check out our latest video and be sure to subscribe.
Bye,
Bye guys.